Okay, so Mr. Wim, what do you worry about food sanitation?
Sometimes yes.
And when do you worry about?
When I eat street food,
Is that it?
I eat out a lot, and when I go to restaurants in countries where you
It's
get
not as developed.
right. So then I often choose restaurants if I don't know them yet. I go to places where many people are there already. That's a good sign.
Okay,
So,
that's smart.
Yeah.
All right, so even though you worry about food sanitation, do you still eat street food?
Yes, I do. Again, with the same method that I have So I see many people go to that place, then that's a good sign. So yeah.
Okay, well then, based on your technique, has it worked? Like, have you ever gotten food poisoning?
No.
Never.
Never.
Okay.
Never outside Korea. Because probably in Korea I feel much more comfortable, so I don't be very careful. So I have got food poisoning in Korea maybe once.
And was it from a street vendor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you eat out a lot? Do you ever like make your own food?
I eat home sometimes, but not very often.
And when you make your own food, where do you get it from?
My helper goes to the local market,
Okay.
and she has been doing a good job. But it's also her job, so she probably knows where to go, where I don't really know.
Okay.
So yeah.
But what about the food in the cafeteria, the one that the school sells?
It's okay. I have seen here there. I have seen here in someone else's bowl of soup from the cafeteria. So yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Anne. I have some few questions about food safety. The first question is, do you ever worry about food sanitation?
Nope.
What about if you're buying food on the street? Do you worry that it's not gonna be clean? Does that ever cross your mind?
I do, but I eat it anyway.
Okay, so so you think that the risk of getting food poisoning is worth the food, or you just don't think you'll get food poisoning?
I just don't think I will.
Okay.
Very strong. Have you ever gotten food poisoning?
Nope.
No.
No. Sure. Like you have like stomach and you have to go to the hospital?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay. Then about the the sanitation of street food. Do you think there is anything we could do to kind of help solve that problem?
Like when you make the food, instead of use your bare hands and touch the food, use glove.
Well, I mean, but to use gloves, they're gonna have to use money to buy the gloves, right? And that would cost them more money. But people like you eat street food and you don't really care if it's clean or not. So why should they put in the money, right? Do you agree? Okay, thank you. Okay, so Mr. Miles, do you ever worry about food sanitation?
Yes, I do.
When?
Whenever I go out to eat.
So even at super fancy restaurants, you worry about food sanitation?
Yes.
Wow, okay. So do you ever do anything about your worries? Or do you just worry?
I don't eat out that much.
Oh, okay. So have you ever eaten street food
Yes.
in Vietnam?
Yes.
And if you knew that it might be dirty, why didn't you eat street food?
Well, I'm less worried about street food that I can watch them prepare. Like if I buy a banh mi sandwich, I'm watching them make it. I'm watching them put it together.
Okay.
But if I'm in a restaurant, they're up in the back. Who knows what's going on in the kitchen? But the problem really was when I lived in China, because there was a situation in China where the top restaurants in Beijing were using recycled waste products of cooking oil, the biological waste product cooking oil, basically, and everybody was getting sick. And this was at the top tier restaurants in China. Also, the fertilizers that they use are toxic, so all the vegetables you buy can potentially be polluted. a lot of the meats and chicken you can buy are they're using the polluted products to feed the livestock, so the meat can be polluted. So when I was in China, basically, it's really hard to eat anything but that's not going to have some toxins in it.
Okay, so how did you eat food then?
Well, like I said, we try to prepare our own foods, and we try to buy foods that we can prepare at home ourselves.
But even when you buy your own food, you have to buy, your veggies from like a market, right?
It's difficult. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation.
Do you think there are any solutions that we could?
Well, when I'm in America, I buy only organic products from the supermarket. But I don't think that's really caught on here in Vietnam yet. I know there's one organic in District 2, but it's really expensive. The foods are really expensive.
Do you buy street food?
Yes, I do.
Okay, when you buy street food,
Time to time.
do you worry about the sanitation of street food?
Yeah, I could say I'm very strict on my, like the food that I consume every day. So, I'm very picky in picking the place for my street food. So, like just from time to time. I do
Okay, well then how do you differentiate between a clean place and a not so clean place? How can you tell?
Well, like some places do have reputation for street food. So, like I can say I go to those places and like I go there and look at the place, I look at the kitchen area, look at the place, look at the way that they display, like chairs, tables and stuff. So, like usually I go to places with certain reputation.
So if you go to a restaurant, do you ever think about food sanitation if it's in a restaurant? Or do you just assume?
For me, I don't dine out a lot. Like just from time to time, on special occasions when I don't really have time to cook. But if you go to an upscale, restaurants, then definitely, you think less about, the food sanitation.
And then have you ever gotten food poisoning?
Actually, I did. And it's funny because most of my food poisoning was actually from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't cook it, but my mom cooked it. And somehow I got like 3 food poisonings from home, so I don't know why.
So does that mean like even though your mom was the one cooking it because she bought food from, like the markets and stuff?
Yeah, maybe the vegetables, like I think, the vegetables, like,
So even when you prepare at home, there's a risk of...
Yeah, right. That's correct. Like the sauces of the food, maybe, it's not good, and the way that you prep the food, like...
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
cool, that's it. That's all.
Alright, thank you.
Yep. Rồi, bắt đầu.
Dạ, cho em hỏi anh là mỗi khi mà bán thức ăn cho tụi em á là anh chuẩn bị như thế nào?
Chuẩn bị những thứ gì hả?
Dạ, là chuẩn bị á.
Nhưng mà cái cách anh chuẩn bị, cách anh
chuẩn bị thức ăn á.
Rồi qua bếp lấy chuyển qua đây.
À là qua trường kia lấy rồi, mà trường đó lấy thức ăn đâu à?
Ở bếp ngoài đó tao nấu sẵn.
Bếp bên nó nấu sẵn. Rồi còn anh ở đây là anh có biết là kiểu như là mấy cái thực đơn á là thường là trường bên kia tự làm hay là bên này làm?
Thấy ông bên bển ấy gì em bên đây.
là coi như bên mình không làm gì hết, bên mình chỉ còn lấy răng, bên mình kia không lo gì hết.
Dạ, cảm ơn anh. Chị em
Không chứ tía làm bài, chị tía làm bài chứ không phải.
Chị dạng như là chuẩn bị thức ăn như thế nào á?
Chuẩn bị thức ăn như thế nào hả?
Dạ giống như sinh tố thì chị chuẩn bị ra sao chị?
Thì mình chuẩn bị trái cây, như hôm nay mình bán những cái gì thì mình cũng phải đi mua những cái đó.
Một câu cuối cùng thôi. Là chị thường mua mấy cái mà thực đơn để làm ở đâu vậy? Giống như là trái cây này chị mua ở đâu?
Mình phải ra chợ, mà ở chợ là mình phải có cái người mối, làm mối của mình.
Cái đó là rất là uy tín đúng không chị?
Đúng rồi.
Dạ rồi, cảm ơn chị.
Cảm ơn chị.
Phỏng vấn tiếp hai người kia.